It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC East.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark it down at the 39.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, this is great work by a quarterback here. He's doing anything he can to avoid taking a square hit. I admire the way he worked his way through the initial contact and then continued downfield for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Sanders on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Jackson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted?
Let's go.
The side judge says it went out just across midfield. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Calhoun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Robinson's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now a give right side. Calhoun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
They'll run on 1st down. Calhoun. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. $17-0 our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. Mike Gesicki His second touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And Gresham has it left side. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. His throw incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, Jackson.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. It's complete. He's got Gronk.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Michael Carter and the Jets offense ready to get back to work.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Play action. Now Jackson.
That'll be caught right side. Shenault with it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
And here's Jackson on the option.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
2nd and 11 now. They'll give to Carter here on the option.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will close the gap down to 14.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There's the stiff arm. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. This is caught by Robinson. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Back to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
7 yards left for 2nd down, ball at the 10.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. didn't get it done there.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they'll begin by running the option. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Joe Burrow, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Javonte Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Holding offense.
Unbelievable. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. The Jackson going to run again. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. On 2nd down, Calhoun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Calhoun might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet. But that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
A handoff for Carter.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Carter once more.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is incomplete here.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Jackson now. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dolphins defense, they get set to go here. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Running left on the handoff, Carter.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll go again with Carter.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Jackson. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
57, Mike, 57. Let's go.
Jackson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. Able to complete this to Shenault. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Laviska Shenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Miami set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down now, Calhoun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Dolphins on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Calhoun, and he's got room. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
They'll run on 1st down. Calhoun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 29.
We got this.
78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field.
And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Sanders on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here comes the Miami defense. They make their way back onto the field. They've certainly got something to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you get one, it makes you a little more antsy to try and get another one. Now they got to be careful of double moves, different things like that against them. But they like the momentum that they've begun to build.
We'll see if they can keep that momentum going.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now it's Jackson. And he fends him off. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On first down, Calhoun, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Calhoun, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. That catch good for only a couple.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, Jackson.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Watch 18. 18's the mic.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. I'm coming.
They'll keep it on the ground. Calhoun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.